pulling out to get you?
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of a giant pig coming at you?
Yeah, kind of, but they're a little bit lower than the O-linemen, so you got to be more careful about your knees and everything. But no, it definitely helped, and they're stubborn, so a lineman can be stubborn too. So it translates a little bit, but it just I think just helped toughness, discipline, stuff like that.
I know the two linebackers came in through the portal, but how have you seen the other portal guys kind of meshing with the team and how that whole?
I think they're meshing in well. I mean, everyone came in and we came with open arms, and everybody's who can help us is gonna help us, and that's just how it is. And it's an all new team as it is. So like we're kind of all in this boat together. So like it's all a new team as it is. We got all new coaches, all new faces. So we're all learning each other every day too, and we're still trying to get closer and closer as it is.
No class schedule conflict this spring?
No, I'm lifelong. I graduated, so now I'm just taking online classes, so I get to relax.
Was it chemistry? Was that what you?
Chemistry.
Yeah.
I graduated with a chemistry degree.
Congrats.
I want to ask you about one gapping. I mean, you guys are playing downhill linebackers. Do you feel like that suits you, where you don't have to think as much? You just go.
Yeah, I think it's good. Just makes you more aggressive, and like in the run game, and the Big Ten can be a very run heavy conference, and being able to play downhill and get D linemen off of double teams and making plays for minus, putting them behind the sticks off first down makes the game a lot easier, and then it makes the offense more predictable because then you have to do certain things after it's like 2nd and long or 2nd and 10. So I think that's kind of like the philosophy behind it.
Those big guys can steal all your tackles.
I'm sure as long as we stop them, that's all that matters to me.
Is this in a lot of ways like a new beginning for you? Like maybe you coming in like as a freshman because you got a whole new staff and a whole new philosophy and culture?
I wouldn't say as a freshman because I mean I've been through, but it's definitely a new experience and new stuff. So it's fun to learn. It's fun to learn from different people, get exposed to different people who've known the game been around the game for so long. So you can learn from anybody and all the time. So I mean I think this is just a different way of playing defense, and well, not much different, but like different techniques, and I think that it's exciting just to learn from new people because that's just how you learn. It's from different things, different experiences. So I think that it'll help us all in the end.
Who is Coach Rossi brought in terms of, I guess, not just scheme, but having experienced the Big Ten, knowing what works and things like that?
He's been successful as a D coordinator, and I think he knows the game very well, and he's very meticulous and very detailed. So that's what he holds us to. He wants us to be very, very high standards, and he holds the entire defense, especially the linebackers, to a very high standard, and that's what we're expected to do. So if we're anything below that, we gotta get better. And I mean we go in and we're watching film and we're learning everything as fast as we can because I mean it is a whole new system for us too. So we got to put the extra time in to learn everything so that we can go out there and actually produce.
You've been in this position that Brady's in. I guess how have you tried to maybe mentor him, and what have you seen from him so far?
Just making sure he's comfortable. I mean, it's hard. I mean, coming in as a freshman, especially early, not knowing too many people. I mean, you're 18-year-old kid, and you still should be in high school. So definitely just making sure he's doing good, making sure he's a smart kid. He's learning the defense just as fast as we are. So he's doing well, and he's got a bright future. I think he'll end up being a very good player, but he'll develop over the time, and I think he'll be a really good player.
Derek was talking about how he appreciates the open door policy, that you can go in and you can hit up coaches anytime you need questions answered. Are you feeling the same way?
Yeah, no, the coaches' doors are always open. So whenever if we need anything, we go knock on the door and they'll stop. I mean, if they're doing something, they'll obviously say wait a couple minutes, but like they do care, and they've shown that they care, and they want us to be open with them and want to be all on the same page.
What's the biggest difference, I guess, overarching mentality-wise for the players over the last 6 months from 6 months ago?
I just think, like, as a team, like, being connected, I think that's, like, been the big message. Like, it's all about the team. The star is the team. Like, that's been Coach Smith, and, like, that's what the players need to buy into, and I think that's what we are buying into. And we're just pushing each other and making each other better every day.
One of the things Derek talked about was how tough it was last fall for you guys. I mean, outside looking in, you figure it was tough, but I guess what were the difficulties for you
I mean, it was just hard. Injuries, and then, you know, the whole thing that went on was just, it was hard. But, I mean, we had to play for each other, and that was kind of, in a weird way, probably brought us closer together, even though the results weren't what we wanted. We still were playing for each other, even though some of us were banged up and everybody was, but we just kept playing for each other. That was kind of the way the season finished out.
Do you take pride in that? The fact that, you know, guys like you and like Simeon?
Yeah,
like,
no.
I remember at Rutgers, like, he didn't want to walk up the stairs. I knew he was hurting that bad, but do you take pride in that?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we go to war for each other, and I think we know that as a team, and that it's just how we play football, and that's how we've done it for the past couple of years. So I think that's just how we do it, and I think that'll hopefully carry over into this as well, and then we'll have a little more depth, and then we'll have more guys just to be around us, so then we're not, you know, beating ourselves up too much.
Cal, now that you're on your third coaching staff here, now that you've gone through this before, just what have you learned about how to sort of navigate it to maximize everything to make things as smooth as possible, I guess, now that you're an older guy?
The biggest thing is just, I don't know, for me, it's just been doing what you're told, follow schedules, you know, do everything right, do the little things, make sure you're on time, make sure you're taking notes, and making sure you're just doing the little things right, because, I mean, I've said this probably 1,000 times, the little things take care of the big things, so you just keep doing that, because you're getting evaluated every day, and everybody's got a clean slate, so you want to go out and you want to play and do everything to a certain standard, so you got to do that with everything you do.
You probably been asked this, but what do Jordan Turner and Wayne Matthews bring to your room?
They're both really good players, and they both were successful at their last schools, so I think that they're just going to be a very good help to our room, and they're replacing Brule and Winman in the room, and then we still got other guys in the room that have a good chance of playing too, so I think our room's deep, and we got guys that have a lot of experience in the Big Ten and then elsewhere as well, so I think it'll just make our room like a more veteran room.
Seems like you're smiling a lot more. It's nice not to have a burden on your shoulders, or is it just not going to classes anymore?
Oh, probably not going to class. That's really nice. I mean, being able to finish all my work on Monday and then be done for the rest of the week.
So what do you do
But
now? What classes?
it's all lifelong. So it's just classes for me to take to be eligible.
Anything you want, like you can kind of just pick and choose.
It's kind of pick and choose, so it's nice. It's very nice. It's very.
I mean, do you try and do something more fun, or do you try and say, okay, I can use this later on?
My biggest thing is my biggest thing is just getting classes that are all online. That's my biggest thing, so I can just take care of them at home and not have to worry about going to class or anything. So that's kind of, it makes my schedule a lot better. It makes me more available, like to come back.
That chemistry degree is pretty
It was
difficult.
it was fun. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. but now I kind of get to take a breath and just do online classes.
I just wanted to ask you one more question about like the off season in the weight room. What is Coach McDonald like, or what are some of the things he emphasizes?
It was a lot different. I mean, but it was good. I liked the way we did it. We emphasized a lot of speed work over the winter, which I think will benefit us greatly. And it was a lot of fun. They were pushing us every day and to get better, and everybody, I think there's a lot of guys who got put weight on, got bigger, faster, stronger, and that's the whole goal of winter workouts. And I think his philosophy is really good, and I think that we'll see a lot more gains over the summer too.
Did you get any good at yoga or not?
I've been stretching. Yeah, Joe, we got yoga too. We stretch every. It was Wednesday and Sunday or Saturday. We stretched twice a week, and then we had other stuff, corrective things that I actually like for like imbalances and stuff that we start to work on.
How's that indoor hill?
Oh, it's steep. That's steep. We haven't used it yet for conditioning, but I'm sure they
Is that a
can.
big summer thing? Kind
It might be. I don't know. He hasn't told us his whole plan yet, but.
Is it correct to say that like some of the workouts are more tailored towards positions and not as general, or is that inaccurate? How would you describe it?
There's days where it's position, like based on position, and certain lifts are based off position, but there's kind of a general thing. But I think coming into a whole new place, they wanted to build like a foundation first before you vary your thing a lot, because you want to have a good foundation before you really stray off into different paths. But we have been working in certain days of like different position based on position groups.
Are you lighter than you were last year?
Yeah.
You feeling fast again?
Yeah, a little faster. I'm probably 5 or 10 pounds lighter than I was last year. That was a goal of mine actually, just to lean out a little bit and just be able to move a little bit better.
I mean, I know last year talking to you going in, you felt like maybe that weight would help, but it's hard to move around and get guys in space. So.
Yeah, no, it definitely was hurting me more than it was helping me. So I think I just need to find a good weight for me to be able to still play fast and be pretty big, you know. So you got to find that balance, and that's kind of what this offseason for me kind of was. So I feel better. I feel a little bit leaner.
Look better.
Thank you.
Not that you didn't look bad, though.
Yeah.
I know it's early, but what goals have you set for the fall with the team and just personal goals?
For the team, I would say win a Big Ten championship, and that starts everything. Because if you win a Big Ten championship, I think we got the 12-team playoff now.
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, if you win that, you're going to be in the 12-team playoff and competing for a national title. I mean, that's always the great goal: win every game on your schedule, and that's kind of the team. And that's really all I'm really worried about, because if the team does well, that means the people on the team are doing well, and that's kind of the big thing. Is as long as the team does well, we're doing well.
Thanks, Cal.
Yep.